Hello and welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for today's running of the Time Warner Cable 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the longest race of the 2013 Dascar Heineken Nationwide Series. Ingela Miana on the pole, Joseph Ernesto to her outside, and I'm joined in the booth here by my guest commentator, John Cittadino.
Hello there, John Cittadino in house. I think
And
we're good. Yeah,
and this is your first time up here, so you're pretty
yes,
new at this, but we'll most likely see a good race out of this 42 car field.
yeah. I think this is going to be a very interesting event. We got a lot of drivers here competing for the win. Winning this race, it's very high profile. Will do a lot for the team, and a lot of tough competitors out there today.
Hit the nail right on the head right there, John. As I said, Ingela Mayana to on the pole, and Joseph Ernesto to her outside. Robert Piet, Evelyn Lauderer make up row number 2. And the 33 car Stephanie Bishop and the 18 car make up row number 3. And Zachary Robinson, Dom Cass make up row number 4. Kelsey Bishop and Zach Corbett make up the final top starting rows as they come up turn number 4. We're going to hand the mic to John.
Here we go. The cars are heading down to the starting line. We're going to start off with 51 laps of racing here today at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Inga Lambliana leads them off as we are green here at Charlotte.
Very nicely done, John. Ingelam Liana leads them off in the. Yes, you did practice. Ingelam Liana leads them off into turn number 1, getting a push from the 6 of Robert Piet as they go down the back straightaway.
Yeah, very good shove by Robert Piet getting I believe the 29 car up to the race lead. But look at that, Robert Piet crossing over, making the pass on the inside with a little help from Stephanie Bishop.
It's a pretty nice crossover there, John, as they come off turn number 4. Robert Piet leads the first lap. Excuse me. A 33 car of Stephanie Bishop. Oh, the car slides up just a little bit. She wanted to take the lead, but couldn't.
Yeah, it's a very thin racetrack. Once you get shoved out of that line, you get sent right up the racetrack. That's what happens to the 33 machine. As look at that, 3 wide for second place.
32 car, Kelsey Bishop making a statement saying, I want to take the lead here, but it's not going to come. Robert Piet continues to lead. A pretty good fight for second, Kelsey Bishop and Stephanie Bishop, but Stephanie Bishop's going to lose a lot of ground.
Yeah, we take a look at the back.
Oh, trouble.
Right in the background. Now, he's got a huge pile up. It looks like I think a car might have gone over, but I'm not quite sure.
I'm not quite sure. Backlit of the sun may have hindered that, but the caution is out. A really huge crash. Roland Bellick's involved in this one. Just to name a few: Dom Capps, Luke Walker, and Sam Brady.
The pole sitter, she's involved.
Oh, the pole sitter Inga Lumliana's involved. Wow, a very huge crash on the early going, and here's the replay. And it's going to start right here. Keith Batchen, Stephanie Bishop, Joseph Ernesto, and Inga Lumliana go up hard into the safer barrier.
Yeah, it looks like Basson just got out of his line and just pulled right up there. And yeah, I believe a car has gone over. It's the 40 machine.
Yep, the 40 car of I think that's Jackson Phillips. Yeah, Jackson Phillips, the car that has gone over. So a really huge crash on the back straightaway. We're going to get you to the restart here from Charlotte Motor Speedway in just a moment as we continue to look at the carnage here on the back straightaway. That took.
They didn't wreck again coming out of this wreck. A lot of cars running 5 wide on the backstretch.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do, John. And here's the restart. It's going to be Robert Piet in the 6th, followed by Judith Piet. We're going to let you do the top 10 rundown.
Well, I've already missed a good portion of it. There's Robinson, there's Daly, there's Evelyn Lauderer, Sam Emerson, I believe that is, or
yeah,
there's other. You guys can read.
we got Inga Lumliana, the last car on the lead lap, back in the pack. She was involved in that crash.
So,
So,
unfortunate for her. Also, 5 cars out of the race.
Yeah, so they are unfortunately done for this race as they come off turn number 4. Pace car pulls in. Robert Piet, Judith Piet, the couple on the racetrack is going to lead them back to the green.
That should be a bit of a battle up there near the front.
It should. Green flags back in the air. We're back on the way. Racing from Charlotte. Judith Piet didn't get a pretty good restart.
Yeah, though I'm getting a report over the radio. Piet's really happy with that race car. Look at how quickly he can get out to the front in this number 6 machine. He might have a good shot at winning this race.
He may have a good shot running aboard with Zachary Robinson, your Talladega winner. John, we are gonna switch gears for just a second, talk about the Dascar Road Racing Challenge Cup because
my humble little series.
Yes, your humble little series. The Zonport race, check that out. When it first came out, that was that was the finest piece of driving and the finest piece of commentary I've ever seen.
Oh, well, thank you. I accept your brown note. Yeah, we'll have more for that on the Utica Home Track Series channel. We got the Nürburgring coming up soon. But let's get back to the race at hand here as we take a look up near the front with Robert Piet still leading this field.
Yeah, Robert Piet he had a really good car when they came down here in testing. Judith Piet won that test race, so she's looking to win here at Charlotte. But I don't think anybody can get past Robert Piet. Robert Piet's just too fast.
Yeah, they might need to actually kind of tandem in a way to get up close to him. He's just been really keeping pace, even with this draft line coming after him.
Yeah, this draft line is not catching him at all. He's just way too fast, and we got a really small pack of cars that are off the pace here going down the backstretch.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers involved with that early big wreck, including Ingela Viana, who is really unfortunate for her. She was really looking forward to this race this weekend, and it gets kind of shot down. She's just going to have to try and finish the event.
Yeah, that's an upset for her, knowing she won the modified Bristol race. That was her first race win in one of my series because she dominated the Phillips Cup series as we got 3 wide action coming off turn number 4. A really good fight for third.
Yeah, it's getting pretty dicey back there. Let's hope they can keep it all together. You don't want another big pile up this early in the event.
Definitely don't want it as we're really early into this one, John. 51 laps. The longest race of this 2013 season.
Yeah, so it's going to be a real endurance event for these drivers, making sure that they can keep these cars running to the end and making sure they can keep consistent with their driving. But Piet seems to be doing a good job of it right now, still keeping a car length ahead of Judith Piet.
And that is actually a consistent time, car length and growing. But here comes Evelyn Lauderer to help Judith. Going down the back straightaway, they might be able to catch him.
As long as this big gaggle of cars starting to work their way up toward the front there.
As you ride on board with Kerry Anderson, your Season 1 Rookie of the Year, looking back at the 38 of Connor Breton, looking a little bit more settled after the first big accident, but I highly doubt we haven't seen our last caution. We got a fight for second here with Evelyn Lauderer and Judith Piet.
Yep, Lauderer trying to squeeze in on the inside there. She's got a little bit of help. We got another attempt. That's Zachary Robinson, I believe, that tried making an attempt there.
Yeah, Zachary Robinson tried to make a move but couldn't. Whoever's in front of him slammed the door and gonna make it on the inside.
Yeah, look at that. He's got a little bit of help to the inside, and a little help from the outside, too. The outside car just almost cut down the inside vehicle, but Piet going for the block. Lauderer is going to get ahead of Robinson, and it looks like they're all going to stay in line there. So they might be edging slightly closer to Robert Piet.
Yeah, that gap has closed, John. It's down to half a car length. Leo Walker still off the pace. I won't be surprised if we see lap traffic. Oh, I spoke too soon. Lap traffic's going to play a factor in this one.
Yes, it gets really dicey when you have to go around the slower vehicle. Hopefully, Leia Walker will pull out of the way and let the leaders go by, but I don't think that's going to happen. And the leader's getting into the wall.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my
Here we go. And, save it. They did.
back. My God.
Unbelievable.
What an insane save there by Robert Piet, car number 6, and by that Corbett or it's something. Stephen Colbert.
Let's get a replay of that, Sean. I can't believe they did that. Take a look.
4 wide, makes contact with the 88 machine. That car goes sliding. And look at that excellent driving by all these drivers in this series.
That is the finest piece of driving I've ever seen out of that Corvette.
Look at that. You got drivers diving to the apron, drivers going up right against the wall, 4 wide, and it's amazing.
That is amazing. I think as this pack. Oh no! Here we go.
Oh no!
Ernesto spins it in the front straightaway. Caution will be out.
He's gonna spin it. That's why they call him the Tornesto. Sound like a tornado right there.
That's a solo spin on the front straightaway. Caution is out. And we're going to get a replay as Zachary Robinson gets the caution.
Yep, Zachary Robinson on their caution there. But let's take a look at this. Just gets sent right up into the wall there. Just got turned loose. That car is going to go around. Look at that car to the inside. The white machine. I can't see the number on that, but great avoidance by that car.
Nico Halshield, 28, made a very good duck down to the inside. Almost got on the grass to avoid slamming right into Joseph Ernesto.
Excellent driving by Halshield. You see a lot of drivers getting around him. This could have been a lot worse than it was.
And we welcome you back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're still working the caution here at Charlotte. Jamie Pintor alongside John Cittadino here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as the field comes off turn number 4. Lights are going to be out this time on the pace car, so we will go back green with Zachary Robinson in the lead. Kerry Anderson, Evelyn Lauderer, Judith Piet, and Kelsey Bishop rounding out your top 5. Then Robert Piet in 6th. And we'll give you the top 10 rundown right here, brought to you by John Cittadino.
Zachary Robinson in the lead, followed by Katie Anderson. Then there's another driver. Judith Piet, Katie Bishop, Robert Piet, Will DiCarlo, Sam Emerson, Connor Breton, who's doing well today. Then there's Cole Daly, and that is your top 10. Very impressive for Robert Piet, despite that close call and almost wrecking, still in 6th position.
That has to be the finest piece of driving I've ever seen out of Robert Piet and all these drivers, including Zach Corbett, who saved that car from utter disaster, nearly wrecking on the front stretch.
Yep, and it doesn't appear any drivers have gone out from that wreck, and that's still fine. One car is off the lead lap. That's Leigh Walker, who caused the initial stack up there with Piet.
So lap traffic is going to play a factor in this one again. And Inge Lombardiano making up some spots.
Yeah, working our way up into the top 30. A lot of the slicing and dicing by the other cars seem to really help her get up towards the mid-pack. If she keeps going, she might be able to work her way up to the top 10 even.
Let's see if she can pull off the biggest upset of the day, going from the last car on the lead lap to possibly even contending for a win here as the pace car pulls off. Zachary Robinson will have Leo Walker 1 lap down to his inside. And the green flag set to fly. Green flag's in the air. We're back on the way. Racing from Charlotte.
I was wondering if the 21 machine was going to cause some issues for Robinson, but nope, he's going to blast right by her. And he should be fine going to the turn. It's going to be around the 10th place position that might have to deal with that machine.
Yep, and it's Robert Piet who's stuck behind him as they come off turn number 2.
Oh, that is a shame for Robert Piet. This lap traffic is really bringing him down today.
And let's see if this is going to bring on another caution here, John. They're making contacts, and so far so good as they come off to number 4 into the front stretch.
The key thing is patience when dealing with this kind of car. I mean, though I think Walker is really trying to get out of the way. I say that and she pulls down to the middle of the racetrack, but it's very hard to move out of the way on such a thin racetrack like this.
Oh yeah, definitely, John. This track is narrow in the turns, narrow in the straights. Then you got the game changer right here what's known as the double dog leg here in the front stretch. It's kind of like a tri-oval, but it's more like a dog leg. So it plays a factor when you have lap traffic going back to Robert Piet. And there's some smoke on the track. I think that's still from the earlier incident. And Leo Walker's still holding up some people here as they go down the backstretch.
Yep, and that car continues to plummet through the pack, having a really rough day. Look at that pass for the lead, and that is Judas Piet, car number 4.
Judas Piet, car number 4, takes the lead. Evelyn Lauderer right there, ready to pounce. Gonna try to do it. To the inside goes Lauderer.
This is going to be interesting because when Piet was out front, he was mostly running away with it. Now these drivers are really similar setups for vehicles, so they're really going to be battling hard as Robinson giving kind of a dodgy push to Lauderer, but it works.
Lauderer leads the lap here at Charlotte, and we got a battle right here for what looks like to be the lead. Kerry Anderson, Zachary Robinson, and Evelyn Lauderer. This is looking like the All-Star race.
This is looking like a super speedway event with all these cars bumping each other and a lot of drafting involved today.
I don't know, John. Did we wake up at Talladega this morning?
Nope. I woke up in a very posh hotel.
I'm just making sure as we got more lap traffic. Looks like to be the 38 of Connor Brayton right there, who's gonna play a factor.
By Zachary Robinson going through the turn, he's just pulled out several car lanes.
Zachary Robinson has to be the best driver in this series, winning Talladega and winning Daytona in Season 1. He is just proving that he wants to win this championship this season.
Yeah, he's been a little quiet in Utica Home Track Series competition, but in Dascar, he's really making some noise.
Really making some noise, and here comes Judas Piet right back on. How about this? Robert Piet back within the top 5.
He's got a real Jimmy Johnson-like day today. That car is absolutely flying around this track. He's been sent all the way to about mid-pack because of that lap car, and he's already working his way to the front.
Oh, here we go. Huge crash on the front straightaway. Kelsey Bishop involved in this one, and we're stacking them up on the front stretch.
If we can get an angle here of what's going on, if any more cars. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
I can't even see some of them cars getting run into afterward. Oh, man. A lot of damage out here today.
Cautions out. A really big stack up on the front straightaway.
A lot of cars to pit road. That's not good.
Judas Piet gets the caution, and we will get a replay here. See what happens.
3 wide. It never really works too well, especially at a track like this. Cars making contact. There's the 31 machine getting into the wall.
That's some pretty hard contact right there, John, for Kelsey Bishop, as well as a lot of drivers here. Oh, my goodness!
Whoa, who's that 31 machine? That car is rolling around.
Wolfgang almost turned it over, and there's another car that flies into the fence.
That looks to be the 66 machine, Will DiCarlo.
Will DiCarlo into the fence on the front straightaway.
Man, what a tumble by that machine. Let's take a look at this again. And you see a close call for the 31 machine, but not as lucky for Will DiCarlo. That car just gonna get plowed up into the catch fence, debris going into the crowd.
Wow, John, that looks a lot like Kyle Larson's crash at Daytona earlier this year.
Yeah, we were hoping we didn't have to deal with that. Luckily, the catch fence did its job and stayed up, but we'll have to get a report on the debris that went to the crowd. Hopefully, that didn't injure anyone too badly. Take a look at another angle on board just to see how wild this tumble is. Look at that crash.
Wow.
Landing on the track on his wheels. Nearly tore that car to shreds. You see many other drivers piling in.
Wow, let's hope that fans are okay. And here's another view of it. This should be a better view. And just look at the carnage on the front straightaway.
Yeah, it just completely took up the entire front stretch. Many cars involved.
And we get to the restart here. Judas Piet, Leo Walker is 1 lap down. Zachary Robinson Cole Dow. Oh, we just totally screwed up the top 10 rundown, but the top 10 score is rolling across the screen, and I do believe that we have an update on some fans.
Yeah, we do have a report that there are some injuries in the crowd. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be too severe as it just missed some fans. So very fortunate. Most of the injuries were just smaller bruises. So hopefully everyone is all right in the crowd. So it was a very close call today.
A very close call, and sadly, we don't have a report on Will DiCarlo just yet. We will get that and pass it along as soon as we get it. On the other hand, green flag is back out. We're back underway, racing from Charlotte. Judith Piet leading here at Charlotte.
And look at that in third place. It's Robert Piet, car number 6.
How about
today?
How about that, John? He is just muscling this car around Charlotte, just proving that he wants this win.
The Flying Dutchman just going right to the front today. Excellent job, that number 6 Citibank Ford.
This has to be the finest piece of driving I've ever seen. I've ever seen out of Robert Piet here, just contending for the win constantly, being pushed back into the pack, then making his way back up.
And now with a little help from Ray Tackett, who seemed to come out of nowhere, wasn't even close to the top 10 before this last caution, pushing him forward. Zachary Robinson goes to the lead, and Robert Piet trying to make a move to the inside as well.
Robert Piet trying to make it on the inside. Looks like he's gonna get it done.
So a real cultural battle near the front. An American, a Dutchman, and a Japanese driver all in the top 3 battling for this race lead here at Charlotte.
This has to be the best kind of racing that we have here in a while. Robert Piet still contending for the lead coming down to the later stages of this race.
Yes, and there's another driver that seemed to have joined that race there, the 22 machine, who's starting to work their way up to the front. Who's that?
22 car, that would be Ray Tackett right there in the 22, contending for the lead. Here comes Cole Daly in the 7. Still, Zachary Robinson leading by at least a car length and a half coming off turn number 4, but Robert is going to shrink it down in less than a second.
Oh, man, this should be a great event. And also, the Piets are starting to work together. They're drafting each other's 7 cars, trying to make a pass on the inside. Very tough racing up here near the front. Some of the best drivers in the sport.
And here comes Judith. Here comes Judith to the inside. Gonna make a move on her boyfriend, Robert Piet. So, relationship or not, they're still battling for a win.
Yeah, I'm wondering if car number 6 has actually gone down in quality. He's up there in the front, of course, but it doesn't look like he can power in front of them. He isn't as good in traffic.
I'm noticing the same thing, John. He's not really good in traffic, but he's really good out in front. Judith Piet gonna take the lead away from Zachary Robinson coming off turn number 4. Now Robert will suck up behind Judith and look for the lead as lap traffic again.
Yep, we got some more lap cars. This could cause some problems. There's the 98 machine and the 18. I believe that's one of my cars, actually.
That is one of your cars.
Yeah, that's embarrassing seeing one of the cars you own just backpedaling through the pack. But now it's made a 3-car event near the front as Robert Piet gets sucked back a little bit. But look at that! Look at how quick he's moving. Is there a problem with Zachary Robinson?
I think there's a problem with Zachary Robinson, John, because Robert just powered by him like he was sitting literally still. Taking second is Robert. So the 2 foreigners, 1 and 2 on the racetrack.
Yeah, and there's another driver in 3rd position. I can't really see the number too well on that one.
That's the 11 of Samantha Emerson making a statement here, running in 3rd. That is a underfunded race car, but here comes Ray Tackett to the inside. Car number 22 gonna take 3rd away.
Yep, we got quite the battle near the front there. It looks like Robert's the only male driver up there, so we could have a female winner for this race. Unless Robert Piet can power past everyone here.
We could see another female going to victory lane here in the Nationwide Series. Remember, it was Evelyn Lauderer breaking the barrier, winning at Kentucky in season 1.
Yep, as we see, Judas Piet still having lead. It's kind of got a little railroad near the front, but they need to build up that draft line, make sure they can catch up. As Ray Tackett is starting to lose his pack a little.
Yeah, Ray Tackett looks like he's losing the draft considerably, but no, but she is losing the draft considerably. But it's still got a long way to go. Anything can happen here at Charlotte, riding aboard with Robert Piet here.
I know you're paying Jane Pinter. I once referred to Emil Michael as Emily Michaels, and I got an earful of that.
Yes, I saw that one, John. As they come off to number 4, Samantha Emerson, she's gonna battle for second with Robert Piet. Caution's out.
Seems to be the lap cars that got involved, in Dom Cap, one of them.
Dom Cap, season 1 champion involved. Look out on the outside.
Oh, we're under caution, folks. We're under caution.
And here's a replay of it. It looks to be this pack that's going to start this wreck. And it looks like the 98 squeezed up into the wall by Dom Caps. And another car piles in, but I can't see the number because the backlit of the sun. But 2 cars sliding along the safer barrier.
Yeah, but neither of them were having much of a good day. This was a smack in the face for both of them.
Yeah, this is going to knock him down in points. Dom Caps, he wants to become a 2-time champion, but that's not helping his cause out whatsoever. As we come back to the restarts, it's Judith and Robert Piet still leading this thing. Is Judith Piet wanting to be the another female to break the barrier and win here in the Dascar Heineken Nationwide Series.
Yep, and now that we had the caution here, a lot of drivers that may have fallen a little bit back, they have another chance to get by and maybe pick off a win here in the late stages of the event.
Yeah, and give a call to Zachary Robinson, car number 10. He was losing the draft considerably. So was Tyson Verlander, car 24. They have a chance to take the win away from Judith.
Yeah, I believe he said, we got radio footage that said he was experiencing a bit of a vibration. He kind of pulled out of line to make sure it was nothing serious, but it turned out it went away quick. We're back racing green flag in the late stages of the Charlotte event.
Judith Piet still leading. Here comes Emerson back on Piet already. It's going to be a hornet's nest fight for second between 2 drivers, maybe 3 or 4, as Ray Takeda and Zachary Robinson join the mix.
Yes, and look at Emerson trying to make a pass here. Only 2 laps to go, so this is a bit of a shootout.
This is a shootout here as they come off turn number 4. We will see 2 laps to go this time.
Yep, it looks like Judith Piet might have stolen all of Robert Piet's speed as this car is just taken off on this restart.
That car just took off. It took off like a bat out of hell, John. Just consistently running fast laps around Charlotte. 3 wide for second as they come off turn number 4. The white flag this time.
And look at that 24 hefty machine there. Where did that driver come from? That car was not near the front all day. It's currently looking at a runner-up place finish.
Tyson Verlander, car 24, trying to make a run on the inside, but here comes the pack back on Judith, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Judith scooting into turn number 3, and turn number 4 is going to look to see it.
Coming to the line, Judith Piet wins at Charlotte. I didn't steal your job there, did I?
No, you did not, John. I handed the mic to you, and by God, that was one hell of a race. Judith Piet becomes another female winner in the Nationwide Series. Unbelievable. What a race.
Yeah, it was a superb event. As the drivers finish up here, we take a look at the final results here. Judith Piet on top, and it was a lot of cars finishing this race despite some troubles early on.
Yep, and that's just gonna about wrap things up here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. John Cittadino, I want to thank you for coming up here and joining me in the booth for commentary on today's race.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime.
And for John Cittadino, I'm Jamie Finter. For all of us here at Time Warner Cable Sportsnet, we'll see you next time here on the Time Warner Cable Sportsnet. Judith Pietz wins the Time Warner Cable 600. Good night, everybody.
Toodles.